Lesedi, take one.
Hi, my name is Lesedi Sileke. I'm 26 years old, and I'm based in Cape Town. Grew up in Rustenburg, Northwest, and here I am in this foreign city. That's kind of close to home, but also far away.
Lesedi, what gives you energy instantly?
Music! Music. I'm always dancing. I'm always listening to music every single day. I need it. It calms me down. It's good for me.
So, are you like me? Because in my house, before I turn the kettle on to make a cup of tea or coffee, I turn music on.
Yeah.
It's like a staple in the house.
Yeah.
What's your go-to genre?
Honestly, I'm into different types of genres. It depends on like what my vibe is. But if I'm like sad or like depressed or in my own head, like I need to listen to trap or like hip hop. I need to shake a little booty. And then we can go to like different genres.
So, if music energizes you instantly, what drains you?
Negative people, negative vibes, stress. I feel like people are always stressing me out, to be honest, humans. The only time I'm stressed is if I'm picking on someone's energy or like I'm always saving someone from something, and that really stresses me out. That's why I prefer to be alone most of the time, because I'm my safe space in a way.
What is it in you that feels like you always need to save everybody else?
Maybe the way I was raised. My mom was too much of an empath, and I feel like I picked up that from her, but I'm also unlearning to do that because I can't exactly pour into other people when my own cup is, missing. I think one of the people mentioned earlier on how sometimes you overextend yourself. And I don't need to do that. And I'm only learning that now. And I'm learning that it doesn't make me a bad person. If I can't show up for you, it doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
So what sort of ways did you enjoy filling your own cup?
What sort of ways?
What do you enjoy filling your own cup? How does that look to you? Like, how do you fill your own cup?
When I'm not overthinking, definitely when I'm dancing, when I'm writing, when I'm DIYing some stuff, playing a little bit of dress up, or like the biggest one is when I'm in nature, whether I'm at the ocean or like in nature somewhere, like by a river on a rock, just fully comfortable in my element.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom? More like liberation. I love liberation more than freedom because I feel like freedom comes with understanding that, yes, we all want this, idea of like not worrying about capitalism and all of that, but freedom comes with responsibility. So more like liberation. Liberation is like no matter what's going on and what I have to do, I still feel at peace with where I'm at and who I am. Like if I die today, I'll be content with how I've been living my life. That for me is freedom, liberation.
What makes you feel alive? Besides music.
I know. Guys, I think I was a rock star in my past life. That's why this music thing is like in me. But what makes me feel alive? Love. Love.
And then how do you move through new environments? Are you quite cautious or are you just like...
Honestly, I love change. I think I'm one of those sick people who just like changes, and I know it gets to a point where I need to get settled at some point in my life, but I'm very good at adapting. And for as long as I don't have kids and a husband, I think I'm going to keep on chasing that feeling I get from like a new environment and starting over,
What is that feeling?
It's just that like, I don't know, that deep feeling or sensation of like, I can be whoever I want all over again. And no one here knows me. No one knows my weaknesses or like my triggers or my fears. And I can just be the greatest version of myself, the freest version of myself.
And like, if we really analyze that, what stops you from being that version of you all the time?
I wouldn't say stops, but like affects. And I suppose it's like perceptions, like misperceptions, especially if it's coming from people who I would expect to understand why I show up the way that I do. If it's a stranger being like, oh, look at this girl, like she thinks she's so, I don't know, cocky or like this or that, I don't care. But it's like, as someone who's known me like maybe from back in my hometown, I'd kind of hope you understand why I have to continue being my highest authentic self. But then you have moments where like friendships I had to let go of, where it's like these people are so attached to a version of myself that they knew that they're not able to understand how I'm able to be who I am, you know? So once you start making me feel like I'm not who I am as someone I care about, like I can't have you in my life because you're going to affect how I show up. I'm going to care, I'm going to internalize it. And that's not good for me.
Do you often think that like your confidence is misinterpreted as cockiness?
Yeah, by people who don't really know me, because when people see me, like especially on Instagram, just like how I express myself so freely, like I go from speaking about, I don't know, the universe, God, ancestors, to like, I don't know, being this, putting on my wig, like that alter ego wig of mine. And that's a different version of me. So, sorry, what is the question again? I'm losing my train of thought.
Do you often think that people misinterpret your confidence?
Yes. Because then they see that and they think I'm cocky, but then they get to meet me in person and then they're like, oh my gosh, like you're actually such a sweetheart. I'm like, yeah, guys, I don't bite. I'm such a nice person. And I have social anxiety. That's what people don't even understand.
What is the first thing that you notice about other people?
I notice a lot of things. That's why I'm thinking about it. Energy. Like you can be playing a role for everyone, but I feel like I'm always good at like picking up on how people actually feel, or like if something's off, like if you're not okay and you're trying to like just hide it, I'll be that person who'll come to that quiet person in a circle and be like, hey, like, are you okay? Trying to make them feel comfortable because I'm able to pick up on those subtle things that maybe I do, you know, so I don't know, I suppose energy, if I answered your question correctly.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And then sticking with energy,
Yeah.
in like interactions that you have throughout your life, what kind of energy do you hope that you leave behind? So if you have an interaction with friends or whatever and you leave, how do you want them to feel after you've gone?
Safe and like seen, you know, and understood and loved, because I have so much love to give.
What matters more to you now than it did before?
Matters to me now more than before. Oh, this question can go both ways, man. Oh my gosh, because I have the family aspect of it, and then I have like my own personal growth to like make my answer very short. With the family side, I feel like, I don't know, within the past couple of years, there's a time where I was like, okay, I'm doing everything I can to like get away from family and just like, you know, get away from all of that. But now the older I get, I'm like, actually, I need to find a way to reconnect with my family again. Like death is so quick, like life is so short, and I don't know. And then with the personal growth side of things, there's a time where I stopped modeling for like I don't know. It's like I felt like I was self-sabotaging my career. And now I'm realizing I need to pour back into me, like all those years that I held myself back. And I need to like dream again, because I feel like, I'm sorry, I feel like everything about my life I manifested when I was younger, like everything. And I've allowed my own like fears of like failing and like just things not working out. I don't know where all these fears came from because I was never always like this. So I owe it to myself to like, you know, just boss up and level up and dream again. And it's okay for me to dream, like not let go of all those things that my grandmothers knew of, you know, all those dreams. Like I had one grandmother who was always like, Sadie, are you eating properly? Like, how's the modeling going? She never asked me how was school or anything like that. All she ever cared about was, do I still look like I do now? And yeah, I owe it to myself to reach all those dreams I kind of neglected and I tried to walk away from because it keeps on following me clearly. Yeah, I'm sorry.